This is David Mehmet of Lotto Odds. It is May 18th, 2025. Okay, so today in this video, we're going to go one step further with what I showed you with the draw count filters, and we created this single box here with the numbers. And these boxes that I created have been hitting back to back. Let me show you, I was doing a test, and then I'm going to show you how to reduce the numbers. See how it's from 21 down to 7 numbers? I'm going to show you how to easily do that and win big. All right, look, let me go to find the test to show you. Okay, hold on, not that one. Where is it? 17, is it this one? Yeah. All right, so I posted this. I'm testing them to see how many times they hit without even changing the numbers pairs, so we can understand that more further, because this is a new feature, so we have to understand it as well as you do. So basically what I've uncovered so far is that the numbers after each draw, the numbers, majority of the numbers won't change, but what happens is they could jump the patterns, the pair patterns after every draw, and they one or two numbers or three may change, and they may be no longer in play, or new numbers may jump in. So as a practice, you should always update these numbers, which are very simple. Go back to my videos that I made yesterday and the day before, and you'll see how to create this box. Okay. Now, I knew 7 and 10 were very overdue, and I hit it with 6 numbers. Bingo, another one, 10, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, win. Bingo, another one, 2, 7, 7. These are back-to-back hits. They just keep winning. There's one that didn't win, which was another double. It was like 007 for Georgia. That's because it was in the red zone. You know exactly what that means, okay, if you listen to my prior videos. Now, I don't want to make this video too long. I want to show you how to reduce these to 7. This is absolutely awesome. You're going to win big with this, and this is going to get you multiple wins. You have now, when you reduce this to 7, you have now turned the odds highly, highly in your favor to win, because this will give you multiple draws to win. We'll do a calculation in a bit. Hold on. Let me show you how just to reduce these. All right, so first of all, you know exactly how to get these numbers. You can use, first of all, any page here, okay, on a mobile web page, okay? Any page here. You can even use the, whatever page, any page. It's the same numbers, okay, you'll get. But what you want to do is you want to utilize this, the draw, right? Draw filter, look. Let me go where I actually did it here. All right, so I used the binary page because it's short and I could copy it better. Copy the full page, snapshots for the members. Then what I did was I did the normal thing, went to the draw, and I just pressed all these buttons. Okay, that's all, and it took it down a few numbers, quite a bit. And I've isolated 8, 2, 2 now, right? Because the most important thing, what we're going to be doing with this, right? You have to isolate each pair of sums separately, okay? Because you want to see the exact patterns that work with like 822. A lot of people get lazy and they'll do something like this. They'll put all the 8 pair sums, 831, 822, and 813, and mix the pairs together, and then hope for the best that, okay, F won't come out next, or B won't come out next. But what they don't realize is that down here, like with 831 has a B here, and then 831 has a B here. So an F could hit for 831. So if 831 hits again, it could be an F. That's why you need to isolate these. And by the way, we put in this on and off button here for you to make it so much easier instead of going one by one. We should have done that a long time ago, but we've done it now. So now look, 831. Now look at that. Oh my God, the F is extremely overdue. So if you combined it, all those 3 8 pair sums, you're gonna think F is next. But if you're gonna think F hit and it's low probability of hitting next, but you don't realize it's low probability for hitting just for 822, not for 831. For 831, when you isolate it, you can see F has a high probability of hitting because it's extremely overdue for 831. So this is why you have to do them one by one, okay? One by one, all right? And let's see here. So I'm doing 822. 822 tends to hit a lot. Let me show you in the calendar. Okay, when you isolate the eights and nines, right? Eights and nines. I'm in Georgia because Georgia just kills it, man, with the eights and nines. Look at this. Three and on the 16th, all three draws hit. On the 14th, all three draws. On the 12th, all three draws, 8, 9. This is a no-brainer. You play 8, 9, no question. All right. So look, 822, 912. They tend 822, 912, and 921 tend to hit the most. Okay, 822, 921, 912. Okay, 912, 912, 912, 921, 9822. Okay, so now if you are playing with seven numbers, right? If you're playing with seven numbers, look how many draws you're going to be doing to catch the winner. This is so cool. Seven numbers. Let's say you play on a site that charges you, or playing somebody that charges you only 7.25 cents. Okay, you got $1.75, and say it pays out at 37.50. $1.75 divided $1.75. How many draws? 21 draws, man. 21 draws to catch the winner. Now let me show you how. Let's reduce them and let me show you why this is huge. Okay, the odds have clearly shifted to your favor to win. You have to be patient, consistent, okay, and persistent. All right, to do this, to win, get the strategy and play every draw. Now look, 822, right? Reduced it, right? We said by the draw count, right? Then we did additional filters. The pairs, we went to the front, right? Because we're playing for 822. If we do 831, we're going to do another different pair. We're going to remove, right? Differently. So front, right? There you go. Okay, I remove the front. Then the binary, didn't remove no binary. Didn't remove that. None of that. None of that. No numbers. No hits. Just the draw. Took that down. I just want to make sure I didn't hit any other ones. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So the two filters I used, the 11. Why did I take out the 11? Because when I go down all through this, right, what is hitting the most? Look at that. Look at that. The 11 is not hitting the most. So even if it hits again the next draw, I've got 22 draws to catch the winner. Okay? And catch it big. And throughout the whole week, I'm going to catch multiple 822s. All right, so I take out the 11 because the majority is not the 11 right there. And then I took out the pair, the front pair. Why? Because it already hit. Okay, and it doesn't tend to hit back to back. I'm sure it will right there. But even if it hits next, even a third time, I'll still catch it the fourth time, the fourth draw. Look at that. So, and you could choose whatever pattern you want to remove. You could do that. Or if you have the prediction pages, you can grab these numbers, take it to the prediction page, and use like filters like in, out, close, open, filters like that. They're pretty cool. They reduce the numbers greatly. All right. So that's what I did, and I got it down to 7 numbers. Okay. So if we don't want this to repeat, we don't want front to repeat. Right. Now check this out. 822 wins again, and if it's not a front here, and if it's not 11 here, you win with 7 numbers. Oh, yes, the system works. These numbers will win. It's proven over and over again and again. Okay? The system works. Okay? And it will not, these patterns are correct. Okay? It will not show you these patterns if they were not correct. Okay? Like, did I put anything here to show you pattern? No, I think another one I did. Super hot play. Oh, I put a super hot play alert, right? Because for 10, right? And guess what? 10-1. All right? And it said, it showed you, right? It showed you the numbers, the place. It was only 7. And it showed you the pairs that would win. Okay? And 122 was on the back FSB. Look what won. Back FSB. 122. Okay? So it's constantly like this. Okay? We haven't seen any errors. So what I'm telling you right now, okay, is important. Now, let's try another 822 because you can do one by one, right? So say you're gonna do you're gonna do all 3 of them. So let's just do 8, 1, 3. You're gonna separate that, and then you go through this, and you're gonna go look. FSB, FSB, right? FSB, how many times does it hit back to back on this side? Doesn't tend to hit that much, right? So how about the 11? Can we keep the 11 out? Look, 0, 0 hit on this side. How many times does 0, 0 hit? Oh, okay, we could play that. Take that out. Let's see how many numbers we'll take out. Okay, we're good with that. Let's take out FSB. Okay, let's do FSB. All right, take that in, take that out. Okay, we're at 17 numbers right there, went up. Now, this here, right, the draw count, you don't have to touch it. You could just keep changing the pair sums. And you know what we do? Hold on, we have to do this. Because we're at 1, 3. Remember, you have to change the pair sums. Five, oh, five numbers. 5 numbers. Let's recalculate. Let's recalculate. If we're always getting around 5 numbers, I'm sure the numbers will constantly change after each draw. You have to update the numbers after each draw, okay? If you're going to play for 8, PS8, or any pair of sums like what I'm showing you now. So we've got, okay, $1.25, right? So $1.25, if you're playing on a site or somewhere, 37.50 divide $1.25. Oh my God. 30 freaking draws. What has to happen for you to win? Simply 833. 30 draws. 30 draws. 813 has to hit, okay, or when it hits. And then it simply doesn't have to have a 0, 0 here, okay? Doesn't have to have a 0, 0 here. If it has another 0, maybe it won't come out with another 0. Come out with 0, 1 next or whatever. Or next draw after that, okay? You'll still be in profit. That's why consistent, persistent, okay? You have to be consistent, persistent, and patient. Consistent, persistent, and patient, okay, to get these strategies. The odds of winning are on your side. Winning with profit and huge, all right? So let's see here. So no 0, 0 on that side, the binary. And the pairs, no FSB on this side. We'll look at all these right here. See, when it comes out single like that, look at all the singles come out. Okay, that's what you're going for. Now let's look at, if you're playing 5 numbers, you could play all the PS8s and I say, play 8, 2, 2, 9, 2, 1, 9, 1, 2. And if you want to, because you're playing such a small amount of numbers, throw in 8, 3, 1 and 8, 1, 3. Okay, if you want to do that. And you look at this. They dominate. They dominate. Where's 9, 3, 3? Hardly hits all the time. So those are the ones you want to play. Let me take out the yellow. All right? I'm telling you, you're going to make it big. Stick with the 8, 9. I'm telling you, stick with the 8 and 9. All right? Isolate the pair sums one by one. Reduce the numbers based on what already hits. You know what, to make it simple? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at 10, 0, 0, 0, 0. The next winner was different, except the 0 zeros. But look at the one before. 11, 11, 0, 1. 11, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. That was totally different. This is totally different from that. That repeated. That repeated. Yeah, I'll just say take one off. You know, if you're confident, take it 2. And then look at this. 2. 2 doesn't... 2 hit down here. It looks like it's only hitting once. What happens if you take a 2 off? Does it reduce it at all? No. Okay, well, 5 numbers you only have. Okay, do that and repeat play, because if it doesn't get it the first time, we'll get it the second time, right? Or the third time, whatever. You've got 30 draws to win the 8, 1, 3, but you don't want to wait till 30 draws. You won't have to. Okay, see, look. April, 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. You might not even want to throw 8, 1, 3 in it. Look, only 3 times in April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in, yeah, 6 in March. So you may not even want to play that. You may want to just play the 822, 912, and 921. Those are the ones that hit the most. Okay, you got 831 there as well. Let's just check that real quick. 831, isolate. 831. All right, 831. Let's see, May 1, 2, 3, 4. April 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. March. See, it's 822, 912, 921 hit the most. But if you want to throw these other ones in, go ahead. This one, you got the B. Look, all B's here. F and S is due. Okay, take out the B instead. Pairs. Take out the B. We're going to isolate the 8, 831. 831. Like that. Oh, two numbers. If I put back the back there, you had just a 0. Even put back that, you have only 6 numbers to play with that. This is great. All right, I wish you the best, man. You're going to kill this.